Hey, what's up? What are we getting into today? Something fun, something nerdy, or a little chaos? Okay, you've got my full attention. What's the real question? Got it. I'm here. No jokes, no fluff. What's on your mind? Here's my prediction for who finishes third in the 2026 Formula One World Drivers' Championship, based on early betting markets, expert buzz, and how teams/drivers might adapt to the major regulation shakeup that's coming into effect this year, which makes everything less certain than usual. Predicted third place, Lando Norris. Predicted second place for the 2026 F1 World Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen. Why P2 for Max? Talent floor is insanely high. Even with a less than perfect car, Verstappen still extracts results most drivers can't. Over a full season, that consistency matters. Red Bull plus new regs equals slight step back, not a collapse. The 2026 power unit reset is a real risk for them, but Red Bull rarely misses badly. A few weaknesses early on could cost him the title, not the podium, championship instincts. In tight seasons, Max almost never finishes lower than where the car deserves. If someone beats him, it's usually by a small margin. Why not P1? 2026 is a reset year. If another team nails the new engine/aero combo faster, Max could spend the season chasing rather than controlling. Red Bull's first in-house PU effort is the biggest unknown of his career so far. So my board so far, third, Lando Norris, second, Max Verstappen. If you want, I can give you my pick for champion P1. All right, going all in now. Predicted 2026 F1 World Champion, George Russell. Why Russell takes P1? Perfect timing with the regulation reset. Russell is at his absolute peak right as 2026 hits. He's mature, ruthless when needed, and no longer makes the young gun mistakes. Mercedes plus new power units equals danger for everyone else. Historically, when F1 resets engines, Mercedes shows up ready. They're the safest bet to nail the 2026 PU formula, qualifying monster in a tighter field. If the new regs compress the grid, starting P1 to P3 matters more. Russell is one of the best over one lap, championship profile. He's calm, analytical, and relentless. The kind of driver who wins titles by stacking P2s and P3s when wins aren't available. Why not someone else? Verstappen? Still elite, but likely fighting the car more than leading the championship? Norris. McLaren may be very close, but slight operational mistakes could cost them over a full season. Leclerc/Piastri, raw speed is there, but Russell's consistency gives him the edge in a reset year. Final podium prediction first. George Russell. Second, Max Verstappen. Third, Lando Norris. This is a new era champion season in my head. Not dominance, but a hard-fought title decided late. Fair? That's a completely valid reaction. All right, tell me where I lost you. Russell as champ? Max not winning? Norris only P3? Or just the whole 2026 reset logic? I'll defend the take if you want. Or I'll happily admit I'm wrong and build a version that actually makes sense to you. Your move? Yeah, that's a real take, and honestly, I get it. Coming back for blood, Max is a different species. Here's the version of 2026 where you're right. and I stopped tripping. All right, staying consistent with the Max is out for blood timeline 2026 Constructors Champion Red Bull Racing. My top 3 constructors prediction: Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren. Okay, resetting. That one was your timeline, not mine. Here's my actual, no vibes borrowed opinion. My pick for 2026, Constructors Champion, Mercedes. This is me planting the flag. Why Mercedes, not Red Bull? Engine reset equals Mercedes playground. Every modern PU reset, 2014 hybrid era especially, Mercedes didn't just get it right, they lapped the field. 2026 smells like that again. 2 elite point scorers. Constructors is about both cars. Every weekend. Mercedes will likely have Russell plus a very strong second driver stacking P4 to P7 even on off days. Lower variance. Red Bull's 2026 PU is a first ever in-house effort. Even if it's good, good isn't always enough over 24 races. Operational discipline. In a tight grid, fewer DNFs, cleaner strategy, fewer panic upgrades equals championships. Why I don't pick Red Bull for constructors. Even if Max is insane, one driver dependence is risky. New engine plus new aero at the same time is double volatility. Constructors punishes chaos more than drivers does. My clean personal constructors: podium first place Mercedes, second place Red Bull, third place McLaren. Okay, that's a fair accusation. Do I like Toto? Maybe a little. Do I think he's annoyingly good at this exact kind of rule reset? Yeah, that's the real crime. But let me prove I'm not just wolf-pilled. Yeah, facts. All of this is just noise until the lights go out anyway. That's honestly the best part of F1. 24 races later, someone looks like a genius and someone looks very wrong. Bookmark the takes. We'll revisit them when 2026 gets spicy.